it's Tanya and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you just something that I enjoy doing every now and then, and that is collaging. And what I'm showing you here is a flip through of one of my Daphne's Diary magazines that I have, which obviously I finished reading, and I find them to be the most amazing resource for fodder for collaging. And so I go through and I choose what I want to take, and I mainly pick the pages that are not shiny, because there are shiny pages in these magazines as well as, you know, the sort of matte finish, and I prefer the matte finish. So here we go again. I'm going through my second Daphne's Diary. I have sped this up a lot, so hopefully it doesn't bore you, but I just wanted to show you that, yeah, not everything, I don't choose everything. I do pick that which obviously appeals to me color-wise and image-wise and all of that. And yeah, I love these magazines so much. They are not that easily accessible here in South Africa, but when I can get my hands on them, I do, and then I enjoy a jolly good read of them, and then I tear out what I want and I pass it on to Jessica and she tears out what she wants, and yeah, we get good use out of them. And they're actually an enormous resource for junk journals and collaging and all the rest of it. So here we go. I now have all the pages that I tore out from both of those Daphne's Diaries, plus a local one that I have, and I'm sorting through, and essentially what I'm doing is I pick a predominant color, and then I go through and see which of the pages I've torn out has that predominant color in it, and then I sort it into that, and then I sort them into little collage packages, I would say. Because what I then do is then I can just grab one of the sets that I've put together and use that, knowing that all the images or all the colors are going to go very well together. And you know, obviously you need some neutrals as well as all these bright colors, which is why I pick some of the black and whites as well. And when I do come to do the collaging, obviously, as you will see, because I'll show you two examples, that I do mix in, you know, neutrals, as I said before. I mean, how many times can I say neutrals? Clearly quite a few. So yeah, and I also picked up from Amazon UK quite recently this Collage book, which has got very, very thin paper in it, and it's beautiful. So I figured I would grab some of those that went with my packs, and what I'm showing you here is my little collage journal that I've got going on. As you can see there, oh, okay, now we've sped way through, sorry. I obviously did not press record on the camera when I was doing this, but I thought I would still show you, because what I do with collage is I start at the corners and I always repeat on the left hand side something on the right hand side. I just find that makes it look much more harmonious and well designed, in my humble opinion. And yeah, I don't often grab large pieces like that, the moon and the tree, but I thought it was so pretty that I did that. And I will freely admit, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this journal when I'm finished with it. I am just enjoying the collage process. It really is very therapeutic and enjoyable. You know, you don't have to think very hard, as long as the patterns go together, or the colors go together, in my opinion that is, then I find that it just works so well. And here we go, you see I'm putting in a bit more neutral. It's a bit like a puzzle, you know, making sure that everything fits and where it's going to fit, and you know, not too many straight edges. And yeah, I very often do sort of the three, you know, you have the three pieces of the same pattern dotted around, because that also, in my mind's eye and humble opinion, seems to make it work so much better. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with the journal. I'm thinking perhaps once I'm finished with it, because it's not a very big TN. It's a Cocoa Daisy one. Oh, had it for years. And I'm thinking that before I do anything with it, I'm going to scan in these collage pages that I've made, so that I can use them in other projects. And yeah, again, apologies for not starting at the very beginning, but this is just another example of one of the pages that I have done, and it's a different grouping of papers that I put together. But yeah, I want to scan in the pages so that I can print them out and use them for other projects. And then I'm thinking of typing out either song lyrics or quotes or something and sticking them in and just making it a happy a happy inspiration journal where I've mainly got the enjoyment from putting the collage pieces together and then don't feel the guilt of not using it afterwards. I always struggle to think of what to fill my journals with, but I have an enormous amount of pleasure in making them, so I guess it's okay. Maybe just the pleasure of making them is enough, but I do feel like one should, you should also perhaps use them as well. So yeah, and what I also like to do is bring in a sort of bold color, bold, obviously a bold pattern, but a bold pattern and bold color as well, so that it's not all just neutrals and soft colors going on. And I really, really loved those wonky birdhouses. I thought they were super cute. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to be coming to the end of this video shortly, so I hope you've enjoyed this process and my thoughts on how I collate my collage elements and what I do with them. And I have a huge binder full of these little collage packs that I put together, and when I have a spare moment I grab one of them and I just collage away, because as I said, it's very, very therapeutic, and it really doesn't need a lot of thought, which is a good thing, because I say it over and over again, I don't like thinking. So yeah, I hope you'll get your collage on, and if you'd like to, leave me a comment, and a thumbs up and all those things are always very nicely appreciated. And yes, that is a ginormous Posca pen that I have, because this is something that I actually picked up from being one of the patrons of Courtney Diaz. Is she very often goes in with paint and fills in gaps and things when she collages. So yeah, that's my only giant Posca pen. It's quite fun, but it's huge. So yes, thank you once again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and yeah, we're going to chat again soon sometime. So take care now. Bye.